What's up, gamers and friends? My name is True Oscar.
Yeah? You want to keep it going?
Oscar True. No, because you're True Oz. You're not True Oscar. I just feel like
You
saying
gonna
Oscar.
keep it going? Eh?
No.
What else you got?
Name out there, man. Damn.
I don't really care. What is that?
It just doesn't make sense.
That's gonna be
True
the
Oscar.
intro right there.
No, it's
True
not the
Oz.
intro.
Oh, I'm including all that.
All
That's staying in.
Oscar.
Staying in. You wanna intro? You wanna pretend to do my intro and then you fucking butcher it?
I didn't butcher it. I just said True Oscar because I felt like saying True Oscar.
See, I'm gonna every time we start recording, this is the shit I put up with, and this is why
Because
Mark.
you take forever.
This is why
Everyone
Mark
takes
hasn't
forever.
been here.
I was ready
No.
to record 40 minutes ago.
So was I.
I'm sitting here sweaty. I could have showered, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go record first, get it done, because they're going to be waiting. And then here I am. I already ate.
So was
I'm
I.
fat.
Anyways, what's
just-
going
just
on,
do your
friends?
intro.
What's
Start
up,
now.
gamers?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going. You see, this is what happens.
We should redo it because I interrupted you.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
You fuckhole. Oh man, I hate you right now. Yeah, what's going on? True Oz here with me, Jack and Ace. What's up, guys?
Hey,
Mr. Juan, Mr. Jack.
he did a woo. Something like that.
What's up? What's new? What's going on? How are we feeling?
I feel great. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. It's February.
I think you're a bit annoyed. That's how I think you feel.
Annoyed at what?
Annoyed that I quote unquote butchered your intro.
Oh, you butchered. I'm leaving all that shit in. You butchered it. You interrupted when I went in for it again.
Well, then you just didn't. Okay,
And
this is always
you
what
see,
happens.
like-
You take forever to start, and then when you do start, you just jump into it without any warning. So it's
What
like
you
we're still talking
mean?
about other things.
I always ask. I'm like, "Are you guys good? You guys good? All right, let's go. Let's do
And
it."
then it's like there's like a 20-second pause, and I'm just like,
there has
okay,
to
is
be
he
a
going?
pause.
Not
I gotta
going?
get in the zone.
Oh my gosh! The
Don't rush
zone,
the
he says.
artist, okay?
The zone, he says.
This is the shit I have to put up
Prima
with.
donna over
It's
here.
going out there. This is the shit I put up with, and it was worse
okay.
when Mark did the show with us. Oh my god, this
I
whole
guess.
ordeal would see this is real time. I'm leaving all that in there because this is real time. With Mark, it would be
Real time.
it would be about 45 minutes to an hour, and that's what became the seedless watermelon.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
see this watermelon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I forgot about that.
the build up to another show became a show.
Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah, it's February. Feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
Good vibes. It's a leap year, I think.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
There's an extra day in this year.
Yeah. How does that make you feel, Jack? You and your time zones and fucking theories of weird shit.
There is no time.
I don't...
Time is just something created by man.
You're right. Exactly. But it doesn't
Like-
bother me.
I'm stepping away from the mic.
Do it.
It's a
Do it. There's no time.
Oh
Man,
man,
that's so silly.
you're a fucking hippie, dude.
How is that hippie?
I'm bringing Bob in here. He's just gonna make fun of you.
He would just leave because he doesn't know what time is either.
Oh man.
What
Alright.
was it? I think he and Derek tried to tell me one time that
Oh,
that
God.
traveling across the country they like lost time, and I'm like, you can't lose time. It's not possible to lose time. You know.
Yeah.
And then we got into the whole thing, and I was like, well, there is no time anyway. So whether you think you lost it or not, you can't lose it because it doesn't really exist. You know. I told him like that.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened. But still, you lose time anyway. It's not possible. You know.
Sure.
Well, whether you're flying through time zones or not, a minute's a minute, a second's a second, an hour's an hour. You don't lose time. It's impossible.
Just how the area perceives the time.
Yeah, well, how the person perceives time. Yeah.
No, the area. Yeah, well, yeah. In theory, the person, but the area obviously
shit's
has
about to
a
get
time
deep.
zone.
It's deep.
It's going deep.
We're
with-
deep
with
down,
Jack.
low, deep down, low.
Oh
deep,
no!
deep down,
Don't
low.
bring that out.
Do,
No.
deep down,
No.
low.
I don't know who sings that song. So, dude, all right. Here's the story, right?
Valentino Khan, I think it is, right?
I don't know who.
Oh, it's pouring, bro. We got rain. Woo.
It's dude. I'm sweating. It's so nice out in the East Coast,
Oh.
and it's fucking pouring over there. But I have a
Boy,
story.
I guarantee you this rain here is probably going to turn into snow there, so just wait for it, bro.
You fuck, that sucks.
You know?
And I believe that too. It's probably true.
Yeah, it probably is. So by Friday, have fun.
It was supposed to snow this past weekend, and not a single drop. It was actually really nice out. So
Yeah.
Oh, man, summer's blazing out there. Summer blaze.
so
Really 40, but it's
I had my all right. Going back to Deep Down Low, right?
Deep
If it-
down
Oh, God.
low.
Dude, Juan, if you haven't seen this video, don't watch it. Wait until I go over your house and you can watch it on VR. Because holy
should wait.
shit, it is a whole new fucking experience. Oh my god. So for everybody wondering, the guy in this video just goes on a complete like trip. Like he's just experiencing shit, right?
He's on one.
He sure as fuck is. And watching this video on VR, so I've seen the video before. And then I don't know what happened this weekend. I kind of had like a chill weekend. I was like, you know what? I got a Bluetooth remote like controller, so I'm like, let me go on VR, on my phone and play some games, test things out. Just kind of just look at what's new, right, on VR, because I set it aside until I got the controller. I want that full effect, right? Get the controller, and I see the video. The video's on there. The Deep Down Low video. And my dude, like I said, I already saw it. But now going back into this one, I'm like, holy shit, I gotta watch this again. Because there's one scene with the tentacles and shit. I lost it. I was
Did you,
freaking
like, throw your headset?
fuck out. Dude, I got so scared. I like closed my eyes
did.
for a minute.
Oh my god.
'Cause, dude, those tentacles are coming right at you, bro. I'll bring it over, Juan. You have to check it out. But no, what I wanted to get into is I decided to go into the Twitch app, which is in Oculus Video, I guess is what it's called. And what an experience watching Twitch on a VR headset. Very different. I don't really know why it's different. I mean, there's chat, like you can see chat on your like on the side. You look to the side and there's chat,
Like I turn my head.
Yeah, like you're at a
Well, I'm
movie
looking-
theater.
I have full screen usually if I'm just looking straight. But I could turn my head, look to the side, and now I have chat. Or
No,
you can kind of
no.
see it on the side.
You
anyway.
can see it on the side.
Full chat, or do you have to turn to see it?
What do you mean? Full chat? Like,
Like,
obviously it's
if I'm
full
looking-
chat.
If I'm looking straight, do I see all of the chat, or do I have can I only see like part of the? If it's a window, can I
Okay,
see like 10%
so
of the window, and I turn my head to see the rest of it.
So
That
it's
makes
all
sense.
it's all of chat that is on the bar. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like when you go to Twitch, right? You see the entire sidebar of text.
Okay, sure.
It's
I think
that,
so.
but it's kind of overlaid onto your video.
Okay.
But not really. So what I mean with that is you can change. So you can only do this if you have a controller, which really fucking sucks for
That's
anybody
weird.
using the VR. Yeah. So you can change seats in the theater.
Okay.
So it also, so mind you, all of this also depends on what type of quote unquote theater you're sitting in, because there's the like movie theater, there's the home theater, and there's a couple other ones, and then there's the void theater, which is all black all around you, right?
Okay.
So in the actual theater, if you want to change seats, you could do it. You just have to press, I think it's Y or something, and you switch seats. So you get either closer or further away. There's 3 different seats: mid, like small, big, large. Basically, is what it is. You
Okay.
know. So if you sit up close, the screen obviously bigger. So the main focus on the screen is going to be whatever's in front, whatever the content is, right?
You have
so
to
whatever
look,
it is
look
that you're
back
watching,
as if you're in like movie theater. You got kind of like back in the front.
you gotta look.
You gotta tilt your head back.
Yeah,
If you're like in the
you have
first
to.
3 rows
Yeah.
of movie theater,
Yeah.
and you like put your head back because
It's not as bad.
can't see it otherwise.
It's not as bad. It's not as bad, but you
I'm
do
not.
get
I'm just
that.
curious.
Yeah,
I'm just curious. Yeah.
you're just ready for your Oculus to show up.
Yeah,
I'm
of
mentally
course.
prepping you for this.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. So it's not as bad as a movie, like a real movie theater. It's maybe not the first 3 rows, but maybe like the next 3. So it's not as bad of
Well,
a
you don't.
tilt.
You don't lean back in those.
It's not as bad, but it's still a big screen. You still look up a little bit. You still get still get that feel. And then you look all the way to the right, and there's your chat. So it's still
you
there.
do look to the right.
Yeah, it's in the corner. But if you're all the way in the back, you don't have to, because everything is displayed right in front of you.
You can see it all.
Exactly. So it's still there, but not really if you're up close.
Now, what if I want to zoom in on a specific part? say I'm sitting in the back, I can see everything, but
You
something's
can't.
going on, and I want to zoom. I can't zoom.
I would sit in the middle.
So you have to switch your seat really quick and be like,
just press the Y button and switch the seat.
It's like a lonely guy in a movie theater.
Yeah,
I don't
that
like this
really.
angle. I'm gonna go to this
exactly
angle.
what it is. That's why I felt that way. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the void. Like I don't want anything around me.
yeah.
Just to make sure.
Who was I talking to? I might interrupt you in like 5 minutes. So I want to
Yeah.
realize what happened.
So just to make sure that it was exactly what was happening was that you're changing seats, I decided to look backwards and change seats just to see like where it puts me, and it really is like front,
You really
middle.
are moving. Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought it was pretty
I
cool.
mean, you can't see the seats in front of you. I think it's the same
Uh,
idea.
You could. I mean, yeah, I guess I could have done that, but looking at a wall, well, just getting the wall made
I'm
it
so
seem more
confused.
official.
Okay.
That's it. Because no, so to me you could have done the same effect could have been done just moving the screen, right? Like if you think about it that way as well.
I guess, but you would
Like the
see...
screen could be getting bigger or smaller, but the seat in front of you would still be the same, kind of, right?
Sure.
It's hard to explain because
I
it's
understand
in
what
VR,
you're saying.
right?
I know. I understand what you're saying.
So
But I
I
just think
just
it's
wanted,
funny because like if you see the rows in front of you, then you move back. If
yeah,
you don't
but
see any rows in front of you, then you're really close.
because because it's like right because your line of sight, right?
You want to
the
make sure they
seats in
weren't playing tricks on you. Is all you're trying to
I
do.
wanted to make sure that it wasn't the screen that was moving and it was actually me that was moving around, like my
Yeah.
seat. That's what I wanted
Yeah.
to make sure. And in order to
Yeah.
do that, you have to
Like
look at the
tricks.
back wall. Yeah, you just have to look at the back wall because of the line of sight. It looks like the screen is getting bigger when in reality it's not. It's just you moving forward in a way. So yeah, that's it. But yeah,
I remember what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So-
go for it.
Last week I broadcasted what's it called the teams the people playing a football game.
Oh,
Panthers
right.
and Broncos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I don't want to get nothing to really get into on that, but I was saying like if VR was kind of out, you know, I could be broadcasting that, and like Mark Live and I were sitting there watching it. We could both be quote unquote sitting like in the same theater watching it next to each other instead of like just looking at our screens and talking smack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I could have like actually had Mark Live sitting next to me going fumble, you know, so, football touchdown, things like that, you know.
That'd be funny.
So yeah, you said lonely guy in the theater. I'm like that reminds me of something, but I couldn't figure out what it was, and I figured it out. So
yeah,
down
it was
low.
that was one hell of an experience. So I really did enjoy that. Like I didn't think I was gonna enjoy watching Twitch on there as much as I did. I was watching a lot of the PAX South content that was being pushed
Yeah,
out
PAX South right now, or like
PAX
last
South
week or whatever.
this past weekend. Yep. And no, yeah, I was like, you know, it's awesome. I thought it was a way better way to enjoy something like that than in front of a computer with like many other options, you know. So like if I'm on a computer, I would rather do this than do that. So on VR, I thought, you know, I was immersed, you know, I was
Yeah.
in it. It was really cool.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I also played a game. I don't remember the name of the game. Do you? I told you about it. I think it was like Smash.
Told
or
me the
something like that.
game. No,
think
I had
it's
some
called-
glass and some marbles.
I don't remember the name of the game.
I don't know the
But-
name of it though.
Whatever. Basically, you're just going straight down like a hall, I guess, right? And
Sure.
all around you, there's just glass that you have to break.
I don't know about
before
around
reach it.
you, but in front of you.
In front of you, headed
Glass
towards you.
obstacles. Glass
Wait, actually,
obstacles.
glass obstacles that you're headed towards. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's like a windmill that you have to break before it hits you, or you'll
Yeah.
lose. So every time you get hit, you lose marbles. The point of the game is you use the marbles. You aim by looking at things, and then you just press the A button. That's pretty
You don't
much
have
it.
unlimited marbles?
You don't have unlimited marbles because the point of the game is to reach as far as you can, but you get more marbles because there's like crystals randomly placed throughout the levels. So
Because
each
the thing,
crystal.
when I was watching videos, people were just like shooting marbles, like 50, 100, like all
Yeah.
in a row, like boom,
Oh,
boom, 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 boom.
well,
So I
there's
thought they just had like
power-ups.
unlimited. Oh,
There's
okay.
power-ups. That might have been a power-up because there's a power-up that gives you an infinite for like 3 seconds. You just hold the button
Oh,
down
okay.
and it just like sprays everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was my first like in-home gaming, like VR gaming experience, and I fucking loved it.
Yeah, it only took 3 months.
Yeah, it really did. Well, there's not a lot of games out there. There's not a lot of free games out there, and
Still
so I
clapping
ended up.
for you.
I ended up buying some. I'll report on those later. But
yeah.
That being said, VR experiences so far on the Gear VR, I'm 100% in. I can't wait to hear what you have to say when you get your Oculus, because it's awesome.
Well, I better buy a new video card before all that happens. So. Otherwise, I'll have an Oculus and won't be able to use it. So we'll see what happens.
That's gonna suck. Yeah. What have you guys been up to?
Juan?
I'm staying quiet. Just mess around with your voice a little bit. Well, as you know, the Division beta.
Division beta came out.
Yes. Oz been on that too.
Yeah, Division beta came out on Thursday.
Sorry,
for
guys.
Xbox users, and on Friday for everyone else, basically. Yeah, you've been on that one?
Yes, sir. That with you, old favorite pal Beast Boy.
Yeah, he
back from the dead.
us.
It was actually pretty darn good. I mean, I couldn't help but keep comparing it to Destiny just because of the setup. And then as I thought about it, it's just that's any typical RPG. The whole, I guess, structure of it. The whole, getting the specific items with the specific color coded, upgrades and all that stuff. Yeah. But I couldn't find myself just like I'm just comparing it to Destiny because it was the first console style to be like that. And I don't want to say first, but it's the first that really hit big. But even so, it was pretty good. I played it with you guys. I had some fun just being able to do the mission. There's only one mission on hard, which is incredibly hard when you're only level 6. But once you are out and about in the real world, you realize what really is hard. You finding good drops, you get like, okay, let's extract this, and then you get freaking bombarded by people all over the damn site. Exactly how the damn video portrayed it to be, as far as like, oh, you're gonna get effed up. Yeah. You're gonna get effed up. I mean, thankfully though, I think we have a solid squad though. Our idea was pretty damn tight.
Yeah, no, I agree. So Jack he hates everything, right? We all know this.
I don't hate everything. I just question everything.
So he hates the Division. Already was arguing that why would you want to fucking play this? It looks so bad. Like, I don't know what your
I don't even know what it looks like. I haven't seen it. But I'm just betting Ubisoft and it like early is kind of like rushed. Even though it got delayed, I feel like it's still rushed to being released, and I have a feeling it's gonna suck. So that's all.
I agree with you in the sense that the game does have issues. Even in the alpha, not as much because it wasn't the audience was
limited.
Exactly. They were limited. They knew what they wanted testing. They knew what they needed to get tested, and that's what they went for. The beta, I feel like it's more of a stress test. I feel like they want to get as many people as they can. They want to test things out on that end. And I feel like they're failing completely on that end. Servers, I mean, for the most part, were good, but there were a couple of times where it's just really bad and you lag and things like that. And for a game like this, that is life and death.
It's not too bad though. A couple of times though, it's not really that bad.
Okay, so it's not that bad. However, but when you're in the game, there are certain bugs that cause you to go invisible, and you go invisible to other players, and that also includes your team. So what sucks about that is you go down, we can't pick you up. And what the good thing about that is you can actually roam around and shoot through walls and actually kill people through buildings miles away. Like, it's pretty stupid, but I've seen it. I've experienced it. I've been killed many a times by it, and it is extremely stressful. And I'm like, you know what? It's just a beta. I keep telling myself it's just a beta. They're gonna fix this.
That build is. I mean, they probably internally is probably a newer build than that, but the one that's there, yeah, hopefully they do fix that.
So I'm hoping that things like that get fixed. Frame rate issues, I ran into a very few, but nothing like too crazy. But the part that sucks is that invisibility thing. Like, I feel if you're rolling with a team that has somebody with that, you're gonna die 100%. That's the only thing that really bothered me.
You mean the other team is
the other team? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that really bothered me because you can't kill them. I mean, unless you guess where they're at, which is impossible. Obviously, you can't
There's
see
not
them.
even like a little icon above their head or anything.
No
like
icon. You're just
No,
completely
nothing.
gone. Completely gone.
I'm telling you, this devastated us.
Dude, because it just ruins the experience. Why would I want to play against
Yeah.
people?
Low.
You don't understand how this dude was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done.
I just logged off.
He does stuff like that, yeah.
I just logged off because it's a great game-breaking mechanic, and I just kept telling myself it's a beta. The game will have this fix. It's a beta. The game will have this fix.
What do you tell me for like Fortnite? What were you saying?
What did I say?
You had some like thing. It was like not beta, but it was like early release or pre-release or something, or you were saying something like that. Cause I kept getting mad at in development or what was it?
Yeah, work in progress.
Work in progress. Yeah.
Work in
There you
progress. Work in progress. I kept telling myself that. I'm like, okay, it's beta, work in progress. It'll get fixed. It'll get fixed. It's something like that because it's a game-breaking mechanic. I feel like that gets priority, right? So that
You
should
think
get
so?
fixed. I would think so. But Ubisoft, come
But
on.
what happens if you keep your pre-order and I'm losing it. What happens if you keep your pre-order? Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah. You keep your pre-order and the first day you play, that's not fixed. What are you going to do?
I'd be so pissed. I'd be disappointed in myself for pre-ordering it. But yeah, dude, like that's a game-breaking fucking mechanic.
I know, but why would you be disappointed at you? I'll be disappointed at them.
I'll be
not
disappointed
you.
at them for still not fixing it. I'll be disappointed in myself for telling myself, for believing in Ubi and believing in the studio, saying it will get fixed. That's what it is. Disappointed in myself for giving them another chance because dude, this goes as far back from like Trials, whatever the latest Trials was. It was awful. The multiplayer experience on that game was just
wasn't
awful.
there no multiplayer?
There was no multiplayer at launch, which that's what they promised. No multiplayer at launch. Months later, it comes out. It's still trash. And then finally it gets fixed like a year after release. So, yeah, I'm a little upset about that, So, from the jump, like, yeah, I'm already pissed off at the company for other things.
And Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs I enjoyed. I didn't play it fully, but I enjoyed. I didn't run into any issues. But I didn't put as much time into it.
And server issues in Rainbow Six Siege.
Early on.
Dude, it's really
what I'm
effing
saying.
windy outside. I think like our house is gonna get blown away.
That's scary.
I'm looking out the window at the trees, bro.
I have the biggest smile on my face because it's nicer here for the first time. I get to brag finally.
Well, I don't really care. I mean, it's different for me. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, I don't care. My house is gonna get blown off. It's cool, but it's all right.
It's no problem. Something interesting has to happen here every once in a while.
But even though all of that was said, the experiences that we had playing this game were some of the most like real experiences. Like the feels were there, like your adrenaline gets going when you're running away from somebody who's like trying to fucking kill you, everything that this game offers just felt like very, I don't even know what the word is, but like genuine, I guess. Like I don't know, like in order to it's hard to explain because Jack doesn't know. You don't know a lot about the game, right?
Right.
Okay.
Does it
so
matter though? I don't.
It
even know.
does. It. Not
Nobody's
really.
listening might know.
All right.
Might know. So.
All right. So let me just the quickest rundown possible, right?
Oh, it's howling! It's howling out there.
What the fuck?
the windows are howling.
Oh
There's the
my
wind
God.
blowing.
You good?
His imagination, my God.
I was
This
letting you
guy.
know. And my window's gonna get blown in.
I hope your cat is indoors because that motherfucker goes
Actually,
out.
I think he's down here somewhere. Yeah.
Hiding from the wind.
It's gonna get blown away.
Yeah, if this window breaks, we're all gonna get blown away. We got hurricane force winds coming through, bro.
Oh my God. So, just a quick basic rundown of the PvP side of things for this game, right? Groups of 4, okay? Max 4. You run around, you kill shit. They drop things. Those drops are like poisoned, so you can't take them with you.
Contaminated.
They're contaminated. Yeah, that's the word. They're contaminated, so you can't take them with you. So you have to go to a specific spot in the map There's a couple of them scattered around. You go to this spot. You have to call a helicopter to come in and take your goods so that they can wash them or whatever the fuck they do in the helicopter. It's pretty stupid, but you take it, they take it, and then it ends up in your stash in your safe house, right? You can only carry up to 6 items. So if you have good shit and you die, you lose all of that. You lose your items. Somebody else can run up to you, kill you, grab your stuff. They don't have to
wash them?
Huh?
So they have to do the same exact thing.
They would have to do the same
okay.
thing.
Okay.
But the thing is, so when you call the helicopter, I mean, it's like everybody in the area is going to know. Like, there's a notification like, hey, somebody called the helicopter.
You literally shoot up a flare. So people, you hear a flare, you're like, oh, shit, what's going on over there?
And you even hear the helicopter. If you're just walking down the street, you hear the helicopter flying by. He lands and he, gives your message like, hey, all right, here you go. Put your stuff in there.
And ready.
Yeah. So that's the point of hostility. That's the point where people just lose their shit and they're like, oh, he's about to put some stuff away. Let's gun him down. Let's take his shit and then we can, extract our own and we'll get away with whatever they have. All right. That's the moment where everything just goes to shit. So if you have good stuff, you're like, oh, I really want this gun, but I'm afraid I need a good squad to like cover me, or hopefully they're friendly. So maybe you somehow both agree that this is a good, that we're both friendly and nobody's going to shoot anybody. Like,
there's emoticons, but I don't trust them.
So before the game came out, I don't know who tweeted it. I think the official Division Twitter put out a message saying, trust the jumping jacks or something like that. All right. Or get prepared for your jumping jacks. So when you aim your weapon, you can see if people aim their weapon at you, right? Like, it's clear. So the only way to extract something and make sure that you're not going to get shot is to just stand in place and start doing jumping jacks. Because your weapon gets put away and they're not going to shoot you,
They can't shoot you if you're doing jumping jacks?
They can shoot you, but you're unarmed. At that point, like, it's kind of like a global message. Like, we're friendly.
Don't I really want to shoot you then?
Sure, but there's also that chance that I could be a decoy. I could be hiding, and I have Juan, Chris, and Jake hiding somewhere, ready to fuck you up. If near the extraction zone, they're strategically placed so that if you shoot me, they're gonna retaliate back.
Why can't they just shoot you to begin with, or shoot the other guy?
So
avoid confrontations, man. Unnecessary stuff.
You don't. So here's the other thing. You also don't want to become rogue. So when you become rogue, so the first person to shoot becomes rogue, meaning that person is gonna not only lose their shit, but they're gonna lose half of their money and half of their experience, or a good chunk of their experience as well.
Wait, aren't they on a different? Like, why are they becoming rogue? Aren't they a different team?
No, yeah, because we're all like agents. We're all good, but once you shoot a good guy, and that's when you go rogue.
Don't you have to shoot somebody in this game?
You do. There's AI.
There's AI all around that you kill, and then obviously there's the temptation of others that will end up killing you. Those people you'll end up seeing throughout the map. So you're all good guys. You're all basically playing cops. Like, it's like cops and robbers, right? So if the other team becomes rogue, their name becomes red, and you can see them. If you're in their vicinity, you can see them. You can plan against them. You run up, you try to eliminate them, you try to take them out, because you get a nice boost if you take them out. If they survive being rogue, they get a boost. So there's that aspect of multiplayer as well. So
it's kind of cool because it's kind of like GTA. There's like levels of being rogue, and I compare to GTA because it's like the star system with the cops. And so more of a dick you are, or I guess I don't know what to call it. They put like a little hash line that goes around in a circle. But it's pretty cool because I guess that's the higher boost. One thing that is broken about that rogue thing though, you noticed I believe it was yesterday when we faced a rogue player that's invisible, or we thought was invisible, but he was just sniping us. He jumped out into the red zone. Well, the invisible wall, or rather,
so
the no-go zone, and there was no counter on them, because usually when you leave the game zone, there's a count up to 10 seconds, and if you're not back into the zone, you like die automatically.
You get teleported to your safety area, your last safety area.
Okay.
You don't die. So basically, because it's the beta, obviously not a lot of areas are unlocked, right? So when you're running around, you see like just a big red wall. You can still walk into it, you can walk into it, but it'll just give you a warning message like, hey, this content isn't available for beta, please return back, right? The problem is, if you become rogue, you can actually walk into this area and not get teleported back.
Oh, so you can be
like,
hiding places where other people can't go.
Exactly. So if you're not rogue, like us, or at least we tried not to go rogue, then we're hunting down the rogue people. Yeah. We try hunting down the rogue people, and the rogue people are they're just in this area that we can't get to them,
Yeah.
We figured that one out the hard way yesterday. We ended up actually killing them because you can actually hug the wall and it'll reset your timer. So we ran out, ran back in, hug the wall. Ran out, ran back in, hug the wall. So it kind of worked out, but it was a pain in the ass to get these guys. But we got them. We felt like fucking cops. It was awesome. Yeah, I have a couple of videos. Actually, by the time this goes up, the videos will have already gone up. I'll put them up on tomorrow, which will be Monday. But just not really explaining things, just showing a couple of highlights. So the jumping jack scenario, how not to get killed during extraction. Then just us being stupid and chasing people and killing them because we were police. That's the second one. And I forgot the third one. There was a bit of a bug. Jake was doing jumping jacks, and then he started moving, and on his screen it was cool, like he was just running. On our screens, the guy was running while still doing jumping jacks. Dude, it was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. I just stopped and looked at it. I was like, wait, what the fuck is this? So funny. But yeah, I'll go ahead and I'm actually just gonna upload all three. They're really short clips. It's like a minute each. I'm just gonna fucking put them all up. I think tomorrow. But yeah, that's the Division. I'm still excited for it. Other than those bugs, hopefully they get fixed. But I'm still excited for it.
Excited to get something that we could all play together again.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, we've been playing, Siege, but this is something which gets people who are into RPGs involved as well because of the whole development side of things. So it's not just killing each other without a purpose type of deal. Personalization.
This is just a really small chunk of the game too. Like really looking at it, looking at the map, looking at what they have to offer. It's gonna be huge, man.
Especially on the development aspect, as you've seen all those specific designated wings of the your safe area, whatever you want to call those little it's just like, you have a medical, and I'm assuming just because what we did, that's how your specials skill sets are actually adapted to, depending which zone you end up kind of focusing on as far as what wing you give your development to. So that's pretty awesome.
So there's 3 wings. There's health, tech, and security. I think
Yep.
3.
Yep.
And depending on which one you focus on, that's what you're gonna get your ability points towards. So I feel like that alone is gonna add a good variety to how you make your teams and how people play on multiplayer or PvP, whatever you want to call it. So
very untraditional, because it's not like classes. You know how he's like, you have to choose a class. No, not here. You just kind of develop into what you want to be.
And you can switch off too at any time. I found myself switching off between the it was like a sticky bomb and the pulse health thing that lets you kind of see in the area, see if there's any threats or anything like that. So that being said, like I'm excited for it, man. I can't wait. That's pretty much all I've been playing this past.
You know what's funny
weekend.
though? As soon as I started playing this, and I was like, let me see if you could jump. I was like, damn it, Jack ain't gonna like this game.
You can't jump in it either?
You can
vault.
You can, yeah.
You can't jump.
There's no jump. You can vault, or you could. I mean, there's like a leap, like gears.
It must be a Tim Clancy thing then.
Yeah, 100%. There's like a leap forward. Like if you double tap A and you're running, he like does like a leap. Like Gears of War, same thing. You can't jump in gears, and you love that game.
You don't have to jump in gears though.
You don't have. Do you have to jump in this?
I mean, like just like first-person shooters for like Siege or whatever, you usually have a jump. You know what I mean? Like, if I want to jump off a railing, I want to jump off a railing, or like.
It's too. I see.
You could jump off a railing because I actually have
you vault.
done
you
it.
Vault.
You just vault. That's just the proper wording for it. So I don't know. I mean, I was just thinking you like jumping freely.
I do that. I do like
That's
doing that too.
I
I
can
like
just
working on my
imagine Jack.
calves. I like working my calves.
Jack in the Division is just hopping around, running away. That's
I mean,
all
I guess you jump
I
to
don't know
like
what else you guys want.
to like get away or escape. And in Gears, your roll. That is a jump basically.
You
'cause
have
move
the
to
double
escape.
tap.
what this
you have a
has.
double tap A. You could roll. It's okay.
An
This
evasive
is-
maneuver.
Yeah, it kind of has that the environmental adaptations of Gears and the mobility like Gears because it does have the rollover. It does have the run to the wall. And actually, one thing
Yeah.
I'd even mention is I like it because it has an assist line. So if you want to go to a specific cover, there's a line that actually indicates where you will go if you press A.
Yeah.
So if there's like literally like all the way to the right, there's another like a cement blockade. You could actually run all the way to it, so you could pinpoint somebody down. And I don't know, I liked it. And another thing I guess is pretty cool that I don't know, it goes unnoticed. And you know how RPGs when playing any other games they tell you they're stunned or anything like that. It kind of gives that same thing. They're saying they're pinned. They're I forgot what the exact wording is, but they're saying that they're not shooting because they're kind of brought down. I forgot the exact term. Pressed. There you go. So they say, they're pressed. So it's the same thing like an RPG. They're paralyzed or yada yada yada. So that's pretty cool. Or they're disoriented because you use a flash. It says, they're disoriented. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that suppressed thing, it was really cool. I like that feature as well. When you get into like when they throw a smoke bomb at you, you get disoriented as well, which is pretty cool. Like your controller starts shaking, your screen gets a little like hazy. I was like, all right, that's awesome. Like I like that feature. But just to customize, like everything that you can customize in this game is also like you can change the scope of a sniper rifle and put like a regular scope on it if you really wanted to, like you could customize all of your weapons so many different ways, which is awesome. And it changes the variables. It's a numbers thing. It's what they're calling it, like a random number game, because you shoot and it just gives you random numbers,
Color-coded.
And they all vary depending on what you put on it. So there's always a variable on top of that number, and it keeps changing based off of upgrades and modifications and things like that you put on the weapon, or based off of, if you have more of armor that gives like better armor that gives you, like you could get gloves that give you better marksman aim. So you do more damage with your weapon if you have a marksman rifle, because of this one glove, like everything kind of affects everything. So yeah, man, excited, can't wait. What's the release date? March?
I think March 8th.
March 8th. Got like 2 months.
No,
Yeah, so the
it's a month.
thing is,
1 month. Yeah, holy shit.
so the thing is, if worse comes to worse, and Ubisoft does suck and cannot fix the invisibility problem, we know one thing, that the AI won't go invisible on us, hopefully. So we could play the story and development portion ourselves, which is great. I enjoyed it. The fact that it was one mission, it was good. It was pretty good. Yeah,
not
it's
single
pretty good.
player, because you can co-op it. So
Yeah.
The
But the story,
offline, the non-PvP, the PvE. There you go.
That was fun. I enjoyed it. So it's something which, hey, at least we have something to do, something new to kind of keep us refreshed.
Experience.
So it's not bad.
And chances are you're gonna want to finish that before you even go to the other.
I think it's strongly recommended.
Yeah,
if you want to be,
because all of
at
the
a good
weapons
angle.
are based off of that. Yeah.
Developmental and all that.
Yep. So, I heard Jack had a wonderful gaming experience with BioShock the other day.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it just froze. Game.
What
I
happened?
thought that would be good.
I was just walking and it froze.
It like just done.
Froze. Yeah.
Ugh.
There went 2 hours of gameplay because it didn't save. Like I did a lot of things, but I didn't get to like an official save point, just kind of like checkpoints. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to start back where I started 2 hours before that. That was great. But at
Are
least
you-
I knew what to do, so it didn't take me 2 hours to get back to that point. But
Oh,
still,
okay. I was gonna ask, like, did you go back or?
yeah, I went back and went further.
I would have raged. I
passed
would have
the whole
quit.
thing. You can't do that. It's not acceptable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did that on
shit.
Fable 3, but then I went back and beat it. So
Yeah. See, there you go.
yeah, game breaking save.
Yeah. I just made sure to like save it whenever I did a checkpoint. You know,
Mhm.
whenever I did something good, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna hit save, like
Yeah.
start and go to save. And I hope it saves it. I don't know. We'll find out.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm good. Anything else?
How do you say IMGUR?
What?
The website IMGUR. How do you say it?
Imager?
Juan, how do you say it?
He has no idea what you're talking about.
Juan doesn't say it. Okay.
Here. Am I supposed to say it?
How do you want to say it?
IMGUR.
Girl.
That's all.
Okay. Why?
I was just curious how people will say it.
Well, it's Imager.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it not?
You were just supposed to type it, and then you should have just said, "Say this."
A lot of people say Imgur. You know.
Really?
Oh yeah, a lot.
I've never heard anybody who is familiar with it say Imgur.
A lot of people do.
That's fucking weird. If you know it's for images, and obviously it's image,
Right.
and then you are, well, has since the beginning of computers,
Right.
since the beginning of chat has been
Yeah.
your
Yeah, I know.
Wake up in the middle of the night, says, "What's immature?"
Imager. All right, guys. So that's it. I guess this is mostly division. So that's kind of what happened. So, thank you for listening. I'm at True Oz. That's at JSpin. That is at Ace_Jam with the 3 and Ace.
Why don't you say AC3 Jam
Ace-
underscore? Yeah.
Ace, because leave me alone.
Oh. Whoa.
You gonna hit me with clicks now?
Yeah, he's doing clicks.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time. Peace. Oh, play True Drool. That's what I say.